Look at that, boys.
Spoken to the king yet?
Indeed, he was delighted to hear he can be cut from the curse.
Great, because I need the medallion of the priest known as Crest. I heard it's in Henselt's possession.
He'll give you nothing until you free him from the curse. Truthfully, I believe I understand him. You have a good chance of perishing when you confront the Draugrs.
Give me a break, Deathmold. The two of you are just afraid I'll leave this entire mess in your hands.
Ah, that is something I do not fear at all, for I know exactly why you are here. As for the king, you may curse him and scold him and call him a fool if you wish, though it's not something I would advise.
Does the name Vincent Trott sound familiar?
A traitor. He did some damage in my ranks. 1 dead and 2 still in the field hospital. If you know where he's hiding, I've some issues I'd like to discuss with him. The tools are already in the fire, but the rogue seems to have donned an invisibility cap.
I believe he has Seltkirk's armor, one of the artifacts.
My investigation's at a dead end. I know not where he is, and I'll soon need to resort to more radical methods.
Hold off a bit longer. If he escapes...
There's no way to do so. My people guard the ford, and I doubt our brave Vincent could make it past the spectres. He must be nearby.
Learn anything new about the curse?
The mage on the other side of the fog is also probing the battlefield. A sorceress.
How do you know?
You shall know them by the fruit of their spells. Magic differs with the brain type that generates it. The female mind is simply laid out differently.
It could be Triss.
No, Witcher, it's someone far more powerful.
See you. A Knight of the Flaming Rose, here.
Geralt of Rivia. Now I recognize you. I'm honored. Your deeds in Vizima were great. Please accept my thanks and this gift in recognition of your knightly virtue.
I've had about enough. I smell a Tamari. Greetings, Witcher.
The sight of your camp must instill fear in your enemies' hearts. I'm certain the stench does.
Normal military conditions, Witcher. Boiling cabbage, stale sweat, and the smell of fear. They're constant companions in the expansion of any great empire.
Thanks for the history lesson. I take it you'll wait until the last minute to bring the remaining troops across.
Nothing sinks defenders' hearts more than steady increases in their enemies' ranks. Though I'll say these Vergen sons of bitches are worthy foes and won't flee so easily. It's good having a neighbor who knows how to fight.
I'm not sure the people of Eddern share that sentiment. Deathmold was kind enough to help me. I may be able to lift the curse sooner than I thought.
Details don't interest me. I expect results. That said, Master Geralt, what would you say to a long-term offer? Protection, for instance.
If it involves eliminating monsters, then yes.
That's perfect. My regal person is at all times threatened by potential monsters.
Not the same. I'm ill-suited to being a bodyguard.
You tread upon a slippery meadow, Witcher. Beware, it's strewn with the nastiest cow pies. I'm not one to be refused.
It would run counter to Witcher rules, Your Majesty. I don't meddle in politics. I agreed to lift the curse because that's a part of my profession.
And I usually get what I want.
I still refuse. I wouldn't feel comfortable doing it, and the bodyguard with moral dilemmas is not likely to provide the best protection.
Seems logical, though I'd even say it contains a hint of a threat. Congratulations, Witcher! You've managed to piss me off and entertain me at the same time.
their eggs. Bunch of them. I smell it to Mary.
Have to sit it out like hens on their eggs until this mist lifts.
It won't just disappear. They say only a spell.
We'll have to sit it out like hens on their eggs until this mist lifts.
No talking to the prisoner! What do you want?
Get anything important out of him?
Not really. We salted his wounds, broke his fingers, scorched his feet, but he didn't so much as peep his own name. Tried to bite off his own tongue, in fact. Them elves like a bit of suffering, methinks.
Maybe he's hoping to be rescued.
Not likely. Someone massacred them. The whole unit. That's what the Royal Mages asked him about. Who it was and where they are now. There's no understanding elves. If he answered, we'd hang him quickly. It'd have peace. But he prefers to suffer.
How did you catch him?
We didn't. Nothing to boast of, really. We found him. Barely alive.
He was lying in the ravines among the corpses of other squirrels. Terrible bloodbath it was.
As if a mad medic slashed him with a giant scalpel. Aiming at their arteries, no less. For there was blood everywhere. Nasty splashes, even high up in the rocks.
When was this?
Before that ghastly fog appeared.
Can I talk to him?
No chance. I don't know you.
How might we get to know each other?
Trust needs to be earned, mate. You best go, now.
Here, boy. Odrin! What is it, Witcher?
Who's this Aldrin you're calling out for? A Kedweni god of some sort?
Odrin, a god? If you suggested the god of drinking, I might agree. He's a mate. We agreed to meet at the tavern, but he's gone and got lost. If you find him, tell him we're waiting.
How will I know it's him?
Oh, you'll know Odrin. Nobody quite like that cunt.
Square coins.
Odrin! Here, boy! Odrin! The enemy have fed you their propaganda. Odrin!
What if
Here, boy!
I smell it to Mary.
How's service under Henselt?
See anybody complaining? And we don't like busybodies.
Still looking for coins.
Who do I spy if not the famed Geralt of Rivia?
You seem to know me, but I have no idea who you are.
And you're worse off for that, for I can make you even more famous.
You write ballads or something?
I've no notion of songs, but the king's vested me with the task of organising knightly tourneys. A swordmaster like you must be eager to show off his skills. Knightly tournaments are a pastime for real men.
Does King Henselt have any interests besides fighting?
We value knightly tradition in Kedwen. Only duels in the arena let a knight stay in good form and hone his skills.
I'm interested in the Rotfiend contract. Know anything about it?
The scum has so far destroyed 2 convoys of army provisions. Before we arrived, they'd only attacked the local cattle. Since the mist appeared, they've grown bolder and started hunting our patrols. The lads from the company have collected a kitty. Sort it all out and the coin is yours. What else am I to do? This mist's driving me crazy.
Here, boy. Aldrin! Aldrin!
I smell it, Tamir.
What do you want? Normally I only talk to drunks.
I heard you calling for Aldrin.
That's right, I'm looking for him, so I called out. Got a problem with that?
I used to know a man named Aldrin.
Not that same guy.
How do you know?
Odrin never deal with your kind. A right and true man, that one. Drinking without him's like ploughing without a woman.
Still looking for coins.
What else am I to do?
Aldrin!
This mist's driving me crazy.
Aldrin! Here, boy.
I smell it, Tamir.
Aldrin!
Trouble approaches.
How's Sir?
See, and we...
Greetings! Tournaments. Now that's a pastime for real men.
I'm interested in...
Since the lads... As long as they pay us...
Aldrin! Aldrin! Here, boy. Aldrin, where are you?
I am your humble servant. Greetings, Master Witcher.
What do you want?
I heard you calling out for Aldrin.
What of it?
Just curious. Half the camp's looking for him.
Well, he's gone and got lost. But Odrin's a good man. He can drink 6 noggins of liquor, one after the other.
Wouldn't mind buying him a pint. What does he look like?
Ordinary, like any soldier, except he staggers a lot.
Aldrin, where are you?
What do you want?
What are the Nilfgaardian forces doing here?
I don't know. Their presence disgusts some, but I'm glad to see them here.
Why's that?
I'd rather they be with us than with Eddern.
Aldrin, where are you?
Piss off out of here.
You're talking to an elder, so show a little respect, you pricklicker.
Respect for you? This is no place for crappers like you. Out, I said.
Aye, true. Join the pigs in the pen, that's your place.
Greetings.
Aldrin!
Are you all right?
You best leave. Old Maverick ain't a good companion. Unless you're looking for someone to mock.
What I saw back there, that happen often? What's the problem?
I've bigger problems to deal with than the camp tramps. My nightmares have invaded my waking life. The specters haunt and hunt me by day.
Come on. Nightmares are common. Start at the beginning.
One night, I walked to the riverside and sat there, staring at the stars. I must have fallen asleep. I dreamt of my birdie, her milk-white bosom, her gentle voice. I saw and heard her as if she sat beside me, and then that voice became a terrifying whisper. curdled the blood in my veins. I opened my eyes, but the spectre remained. It went on talking, hovering over me, stretching its mitts out towards me. I felt a deathly chill, and then it happened.
What?
Never been a coward. At the fore and fierce in many battles. But a human's one thing. A spectre's another. No other way to put this. I shit myself. Out of fear. Pants right full by the time I got back to camp. Since then, they mock me. Call me the crapper.
I didn't see anyone mocking you. Well, except for those two drunks.
Then you haven't looked around well enough. I'm the laughing stock of the entire camp.
Why did you go to the beach?
During Henselt's last expedition, we stayed in a house there. My unit was on the lookout for Demaven's forces trying to cross the river. I just wanted to recall the old times.
So you took part in the campaign 3 years ago?
Took part? I barely escaped with my life. Leva, the brothel medic, saved me. Talk to her if you want to learn more. She knows everything about the camp.
What time did the spectre appear?
I went to the beach after my watch, so it must have been an hour before midnight. I've no idea how long I slept, but when I reached the camp, it was dawning in the east.
I'll deal with the spectre, but you should know a witch's services don't come cheap.
My soldier's pay is meager. Got but a few coins in my pouch and some pipeweed. Will you do it for that?
All right.
What you want?
They feed you well here?
Depends. One day be heaps of meat, the next straight grits without one pork dripping. Still, we fill our stomachs with what the foe has in his stores.
What do you want?
How's the mood?
Food and drink are good, and the ploughing tent's well staffed. Fighting men don't really need anything more.
Guess they'll never learn.
many more can there be?
Get up, you piss pump. Your friends are worried sick about you.
What? Where am I? What am I doing here? This is strange.
Are you Aldrin?
Aldrin, that's right. And that one was a cunt runt. Not a proper her, you know. I was all la-dee-da, I'll plough you nice, I says. And she done scream at me, like a bruxa.
Listen, Aldrin, you're so drunk a single spark and you'd be a torch. Now straighten up and shut up or the guards won't let you in the camp.
So I says, square schmur, what square? What the fuck fish do you mean? I wanna plough. And this cunt's prating on about square fish.
Tell me about the square fish later. We gotta get you back to your friends. They're worried about you.
Me mates? Ulf? Ulf, me brother, where is he? Ulf! Ulf!
Calm down and try not to puke on the guards. Calm down and stand up straight.
Time. Up. Yes, sir. I'm going where I'm going. I'm not going where I'm not going. I'm going.
Halt! What's that corpse you want to drag into the camp?
Private Aldrin. He's sick.
Looks like he slept in a vat full of booze. Smells like he fell out of a dwarf's arsehole.
Why, you limp arse prick? You saying I stink? Come here!
Aldrin, shut up. King Henselt's in danger, and this is the only man who can provide important information.
That's right. I'm the fucking only man. The only one. Get it? That's me.
Shut up, Aldrin.
Important information. From him.
You better believe it.
The commander catches him in the camp in that state, he'll skin him alive. Then skin me alive for letting him in.
Tough life being a guard.
Aye.
And the pay's piss poor.
Don't I know it? 30 gold coins and you're in.
All right. Aldrin, come on.
Where do all these drunks come from? Fuck. And the mice? I'm back! I won! Yeah!
Shut up, Aldrin. Let's look for your friends.
Aha! See, I'm going to take me a nap right here. You wake me just as soon as you've brought him to me.
Aldrin, stop fucking around and get up.
What? Huh? Who are you? Oh, right. Wait a second. Oh, did you see that? Something just flew past my head. Aldrin, where are you? Bats! Bats!
3 tankers 4.
Bats!
If you're feeling bad, you
Bats!
woozy bath your guts up on the floor. 5 tankers, 6 tankers, you look like a ghoul. Don't fall beneath the table, tie your ass to your stool. 10 tankers onwards and your guts are like a stone. Can't even see you prick, it's time to head for home. The cop calls and dawns like damn, he's bloody loud. Suit up, fall in, attack and get well ploughed.
Aldrin!
What? Swarms of them! Ah! Get him away!
Aldrin, stop fucking around and get up.
1 tanker, 2 tankers, 3 tankers, 4. If you're feeling bad, keep your guts up on the floor. 5 tankers, 6 tankers, you look like a ghoul. Don't fall beneath the table, tie your ass to your stool. 10 tankers onwards and your guts are like a stone. Can't even see you prick, it's time to head for home. The cop calls and dawns like damn, he's bloody loud. Shut up, fall in, attack and get well ploughed.
Leave me be, father!
Leave you be? Your life's at stake! Why, your mother would have my head if anything happens to you!
No! This is about my honor. And ply what mother does to you, I'll practice. I must prepare.
1 tanker, 2 tankers, 3 tankers, 4. If you're feeling badly woozy, bath your guts up on the floor. 5 tankers, 6 tankers, you look like a ghoul. Don't fall beneath the table, tie your ass to your stool. 10 tankers onwards and you have to. Beer!
I'm buying.
Ever see a witcher spreading coin around? Well, ever.
A first for me.
It all depends on the company.
Hear that, cocksuckers? Now step the fuck away from my best mate.
Beer inspires great conversation.
No, that was beautiful, what you said.
So, what are we going to converse about?
I'm looking for work. Think Henselt could use a witcher?
Deathmold would make better use of one.
Aye. He'll cut you up into bits and look at them neath a scope.
Like a frog. Shut it! Deathmold's got long arms and even sharper ears.
Henselt trusts Deathmold. I think the king knows what he's doing.
He don't know shite. I stand by it. Deathmold's got him under his thumb.
Quiet down.
Folk are happy, though. That's what's important.
Folk have had Henselt about up to the top of their helmets. Things go on like this, they'll knock his fat arse off that throne. He don't look to his soldiers no more. Forgotten us, the ingrate.
Well, it's no surprise they want to get rid of him, huh?
Aldrin, shut it.
Geralt's like a brother. I'll keep no secrets from him.
Who are you talking about?
A knave, greedy and cruel. Kills for pleasure. A son of a bitch has magic armor and plays tough. Thought he could do what he pleased until he caught Deathmold's eye. Now he's hiding. Too bad about them other lads. If Trott's caught, he'll give them all up. Heads'll roll, I tell ya. Some peoples have come together to plot. They wanted me to join them, but I was too busy. And I don't trust this Trott. Them other coiners is alright, but Vincent's a greedy sadist.
Where can I find them?
What you mean where? The brothel, of course. Ask for Whistling Wendy.
I'm not looking for a whore.
Once you have her, pay attention now. Tell her you want her smile to open the gates of paradise. Get it right. Except you won't get the fucker then. Ah, and give her this. I've no use for this coin. Won't buy me no beer. Wendy'll take you to them coiners. I've no bloody idea who you might be, but I hope you're a civilian.
Go to the slaughter like a pig for a feast.
Are you moved by the prophet Lebioda's parables? Then spare an oren for his humble followers.
Good luck.
Thank you. Please accept this booklet, which will teach you how to live a worthy life.
I've no bloody idea who you might be, but I hope you're a civilian.
Relics, artifacts, trinkets and talismans. Hallowed and highly valuable.
Got anything interesting there?
Ash from the stake where Sabrina burned. Nails that fastened the wheel of death. Splinters from the wheel. I've also got some metal parts and some of the martyr's garments. Whatever your heart desires.
Still looking for coins.
What else am I to do? This mist strike. Tournaments. Now that's a pastime for real men.
Still looking for coins.
What else am I to do? This mist.
How's service on?
And what do you want?
They say blacksmiths are strong. I say they're fat pussies.
And I say I can show you just how strong we are.
Careful you don't snap something.
Show me your coin if you want to wrestle.
Let's do this.
My hand, damn you!
Might want to put a cold compress on that.
So?
The enemy have fed you their propaganda.
Ah! But what if she's truly an anointed virgin? Greetings.
I've no bloody idea who you might be, but I hope you're a civilian.
It seems we'll be slaughtering squirrels again.
Surprised! They have a hand in every rebellion and every evil cause.
You know me, I know.
Trouble. Looking for something?
I heard some tough men serve in your company.
You heard right.
Care to test that with a little arm wrestling contest?
Why not? If you want to wrestle, I need to see some horns.
Let's do this.
Your paws are strong as a bear's. I'll give you that.
Yours are strong for a human's, I guess.
What is it?
I heard the Nilfgaardian force is going to support you.
Oh yeah? The Nilfgaardians yap a lot. Demand even more. But when it comes to fighting, they slink away.
Something's brewing.
Trouble.
Something's brewing.
What is it?
I heard you and your men arm wrestle a bit.
What's it to you? That sport's only for the strongest.
Do I look like a wimp to you?
Truth be told. But I'm willing to test you. If you want to wrestle, put down your orange and we'll get to it.
Let's do this.
You're tough.
Greetings.
Leave me be, Witcher. I must train. No time for idle chatter.
Do not disturb.
I am Myron, Master Apothecary in King Henselt's service.
Geralt.
Geralt. Provenance and profession known only to him, so be it. How can I help you?
I want to stock up on herbs and medicine.
Got a prescription?
A prescription?
I jest. We have supply shortages, so I can only sell you certain medicaments.
Leave me be, Witcher. I must train. No time for idle chatter.
Your pew. Say something, or did you just fart?
Dice.
Aye, dice.
Who else plays around here?
There's Civic, Madame Carol, and Lesota. But they're masters. They'll only play you if you beat us.
I'd be glad to play you.
I'll go first. Give me another shot.
Shall we roll him?
Let me win it back.
I've no bloody idea who you might be, but I hope you're...
Mind if I join you?
Think I've the right to stop you from taking a free stool?
No right, but you might not want company while you drink.
And why might you want to drink with me?
I prefer to drink in good company.
Doesn't ring true. You don't even know me.
That's true, but I know a good man when I see him. So?
Do what you will. Everyone does what they want. My son, for instance, has decided to die. He's decided to duel Lieutenant Avid, known as the Butcher of Sidorus. All in all, that makes him a dead man.
Lieutenant Avid, who's that?
A killer.
Plenty of those in the army.
No, killing enemies is not the same as slaughtering your own countrymen. The Butcher likes the latter, and he's good at it. The best.
They're going to duel to the death?
Are you that ignorant? We've been sitting here for weeks. Nothing is happening, and Henselt don't like that, so he's organised some diversions.
You mean tournaments?
Not like tournaments, more like murders. Mock battles without the mocking. The duellers really leave the arena on their own 2 feet. When our unit learned that 6th Company was putting forward the Butcher of Sidorus, there were no volunteers, so we drew straws and it fell to Sven.
He can't back out.
He can, but he won't. I've pleaded, I've begged, but my son's a stubborn one. The pup's got honour. But what good's honour to a corpse?
What if I helped you?
What kind of question is that?
Could I count on you in return?
Save my son, and there won't be a thing I wouldn't do to aid you.
I take that as your vow. Where's Sven?
Training in front of the canteen, near the mercenaries' tent. You'll know him when you see him. Going to the slaughter like a pig for a feast. But there's naught I can do.
I've no bloody idea who you might be, but I hope you're a civilian.
Are you Sven?
Who's asking?
Somebody who just might save your ass.
Piss off!
I wouldn't play the hero if I were you.
You don't know me.
I spoke to your father.
Ha! I'll wager he told you the sad story of Sven, who needs to be rescued.
I'm no wandering knight, and you're no princess in distress. I promised your father I'd help you.
Then go back and ask his pardon for tricking him.
Will you feel better when they kill you?
I'll certainly feel worse if I cower out.
I'm the last one who'd ask you to do that.
What will you do? Summon the butcher and send him out on an urgent mission to deflower the Virgin of Edirn?
No, we'll fight as a pair against Latond and his second. Your honor will remain untouched, like a 12-year-old nun's petal.
Why do you wish to help me?
I told you. Your father asked me.
And you courteously agreed. Is that so?
Yes.
You lie.
What difference does it make, really?
Spoken to the butcher yet?
What do you want, Witcher?
So long.
You heard?
I'm looking for Letond Avet, the butcher of Cidaris.
What do you seek?
I'm looking for the coward. Heard he picks fights with youngsters who have yet to start shaving.
What did you say?
He's a coward and a poser. You know him?
I am him, and consider yourself dead, wanderer.
We'll meet in the arena.
Yes, in the arena. Hey, Lytham! You'll be my second. We shall duel in pairs.
See you.
Hush! That's allowed. Henselt can be touchy. You'd best keep quiet.
Aunt? Has he agreed?
Yes.
Some whoresome, eh?
Unique among them. Ready?
Uh-huh.
Let's go get him.
Most gracious king, noble lords, men-at-arms, shortly in the arena you shall witness the famed Letond Avet, known also as the Butcher of Cidaris, at whose side shall stand the Honourable Edwin the Petal Lysam. Opposing them are Sven of Somewhere and Geralt of Rivia, Witcher. May the gods favor the better men! Begin! Hail to the victor! Glory to the vanquished! The prize in the contest was a noble title. Our gracious and merciful ruler, King Henselt, shall generously bestow this upon the young Sven. Heralds will announce these subsequent duels. Long live King Henselt! Long live Kedwin!
Thank you. You salvaged my honor.
He salvaged that foolish head of yours.
I'm a knight now. The king himself will do the honors.
You were born in a pigsty where the labour came to your mother 18 springs ago. Nothing will change that. Witcher, I said you could demand what you will, and my word's no worse than a noble's.
You demanded payment for helping me?
Everything has its price.
What is it you wish?
Information on those who carry square coins.
Father!
Silence! Why do you need to know?
I just need to know what this is all about.
It's a long story.
I've got time.
It started before the victory at Brenna, when we split Edirn between ourselves and Nilfgaard. We were shamed throughout the north.
What's that got to do with the coins?
Everyone wanted to thrash the Black Ones, not play brother to them. A group of officers hatched a plot. The coin's their mark. I don't know who gathered the first group of plotters, but the seeds of the scheme fell on fertile soil and sprouted quickly. Then came Brenna, and it all died down. The plotters themselves lost direction, though it seems they resurfaced recently.
Is Henselt dealing with Nilfgaard again?
Who knows? But he's welcomed that shriveled old bat here and spends time in discussions with him. That plot, well, the lads just want to prevent the Black Ones from meddling in our affairs. Not more.
You know a lot. You got a coin?
I'm old, and know that he who gains power loses his heart. I'm past the age of taking the crown off one head and placing it on another. But my son still believes a monarch can be just. Why must you know if I've a coin?
I can't say.
And neither can you, father.
An old soldier's word is no handful of hay with which to wipe your arse.
I'll have naught to do with this.
Go to Madame Carr's brothel and ask for Whistling Wendy. The madam will take you to her tent and leave you alone. Wendy will ask what you wish. Tell her you want her smile to open the gates of paradise. Are we even?
Yeah.
And beware of Vincent Trott. He may be hiding with the conspirators. Dangerous man, that one.
Deathmole's looking for him. And if he finds him, we may all end up tasting the executioner's axe. That scoundrel falls into the sorcerer's hands. He'll give us all up to save his own skin.
I'll be careful.
Trott wears a magic suit of armor. He could prove a difficult foe, even for you.
Tournaments. Now that's a path.
I'm in.
Since the lads.
When the
Witcher.
What?
The king is impressed with your skills. He's called on me to organize a tournament.
If this goes on, his entire army will be slaughtered before he moves against Eddard.
This time it'll be a tourney of knights. None of that slaughter for the riffraff to enjoy. The king will reward the winners handsomely. If you're interested, find me by the arena.
They wanted to test it. They showed him a Are you moved by the... Then spare an odd...
Having an Orin and not having an Orin makes two Orins.
Cheapskate. The prophet Lebioda saith, verily, support the poor man with a donation. Yet instead of giving the poor man an entire war, give him but...
Tournaments.
All right, I'll take part in your tournament.
The king will be pleased. Just remember, this will not be a fight to the death.
I'll try not to forget.
Ready?
Who will I be fighting?
Your opponents will be Gwydion, Rendag, and Boran. Interested to know who they are?
Who's Gwydion?
One of the top fencers in the Kedweni army.
Who's Rendag?
A very experienced soldier. He's fought in all of Henselt's campaigns for the past 20 years.
Tell me about Boran.
Boran's famous for his courage. He fears nothing and no one.
Their names are enough.
Ready?
What are the rules?
2 adversaries fight until one of them yields.
That's it?
The loser is out of the tourney. Ready?
I am indeed.
Let's begin then.
For the happiness...
Witcher Geralt of Rivia will now fight the Honourable Gwydion. I yield. Witcher Geralt wins! You won. Let me know when you're ready for the next fight.
All right.
Tournaments.
Can we continue the tournament?
Ready?
I am indeed.
Let's begin then. The Witcher will now take on the Honourable Rendai.
I surrender!
Witcher Geralt wins! You won. Let me know when you're ready for the next fight.
All right.
Tournaments. Now that's a pastime.
Can we continue the tournament?
Ready?
I am indeed.
Let's begin then. Geralt of Rivia will now take on the fearless Baron.
I yield!
Witcher Geralt wins!
Is there not a single fucking soul in Kedwen able to beat the Witcher? Dung-filled cowards, all of you!
Apparently not in Kedwen. But in Temeria, perhaps. I'll give it a shot.
That could be interesting. If you win, I'll double the reward.
The Witcher's challenger this time will be Vess, a maiden serving in an elite unit of the Temerian army.
I surrender!
A few more like him and I could conquer half the world. Give him the prize! He's earned it!
The king wanted a spectacle and he got it. A shame the result was so predictable.
Witches are not invincible.
Seems this one is. But you were brave nonetheless.
She fought harder than all the Kedweni soldiers combined.
You're very kind.
Wasn't so kind in the arena.
He took me seriously.
That's true.
Thanks for not giving me a handicap. I'm going back to my camp. Visit me if you want.
Women. Here's your praise. I need to get back to my business.
Thanks.
One day, an apprentice came to the prophet Edmund and said, I wanted to make broth.
I'm done with this cursed place. Bloody comet. Square on.
So? So?
I'd like to play dice.
I'll play if you beat Zivik and Madame Carroll, not before.
What do you want, Witcher?
I'd like to play dice.
Wanna play right now? Here's your reward. That was good rolling. You deserve it.
Who else plays dice around here?
Madame Carroll ought to play you. Interesting match that would be. Greetings.
What the fuck out?
Relics, artifact.
Where did you get these things?
Trying to compete with me? It's too good a business to share with others.
Do you believe in the power of your merchandise?
You mean the relics? Others believe in them, that's what counts. They'll believe in anything that gives them hope. Soldiers shit their pants and throw up in fear before going into battle. If kissing a rusty nail gives them courage, then in my book, it works.
I'm interested in objects that belong to the soldiers who perished in the battle 3 years ago. Not any old things. They have to be magically active. I know how to check.
That's not my speciality, Witcher. I deal in relics.
So long.
How did you wind up here? Greetings.
Greetings.
Looking for How are you? Greetings. Dumbass.
What's a Witcher doing here? Surely they hired him to take care of the wraiths from the battlefield and that rebel.
I'll kick your ass.
The whole camp's gone berserk looking for the coin.
Let's talk arm wrestling.
Go on. As you're a witcher and I'm a mercenary, neither of us should wrestle for free.
I'm ready.
Lucky that Nilfgaardian at Brenna wasn't as strong as you. Or Adam Pangrat would be a heap of white bones right now.
Lucky for you, we were only playing for coin.
I venture to say there's only one man who stands a chance against you. Numa.
Numa? What kind of name is that?
He's a circus artist. The mighty Numa, they call him. Apparently he grips like a vice. If word has it, he cheats.
How?
Performance-enhancing potions. The undetectable kind.
I'll be sure to seek him out someday.
You'd know best if he's using his muscles or alchemy.
The whole camp's gone berserk looking for the coin. Grown lads.
What do you want?
Can I talk to him?
You're all right. I've heard you've been helping our lads. Talk away, but be quick. If the corporal sees you, he'll have your balls. And ours.
Bloody vacuum! What do you want?
Information. You from Yorvith's unit?
I'm proud of it! Yorvith will avenge me.
Maybe. I'm responsible for you being captured.
I don't understand.
I warned Yorvith that the Kingslayer had betrayed him. Your leader's alive because of me.
You lie! You're not one of us.
Never claimed to be. I'm not interested in your fight, nor in that of the humans. I have my own goals. I'm hunting the Kingslayer and need information. Will you help me?
I'd rather not reveal anything to the Dwan. Do you know Elder speech?
Mm-hmm.
De Thurmen en Rendern Hest. Ev de Sale emes up de Mevne Slet.
Sea her.
En Ted Verletho ken en sterp den Verneawert. Te dreie e Dwan. Seret en ox vat gern est. Vena Arthurnek wert. Visse egen. erle egen, ken hat mer. Denna dar emen danv, dak mammert.
Ken dhena de arme hest.
Denna neersela vid sala in esne geert. Veneer senden ert el.
Teama, ne segenir. Elisera.
Mekian behented fen esert. Seret ne ura jasenhet. Erteb orks garthe seget enith rothen kem hest. Te ern mothe dialm.
Rathain. Que diables Rathain vertherel.
Veseneth rothen deren henselt gerel vurte hen. Den dialme elistrea hen. Ne mer se herth.
Vekele elefene hest game.
Nia me herth. Este verth. Epkethen ken hest.
Quintes ken.
Den kean velt emer dorvat gern.
Vekean med venetres.
En hert epkianje esme gethverth. Se este en kien diable arskied. Ken jesse thith treach.
Mesem treachled. Vafer.
Quen erle vat gerne hennelinge ken.
Nemesecht.
Oxen en seret est elle ken. Vel merth Gwynblade kenneth belk. Vedden emeth Gwynblade. Say de step gathis en treth winnis. Vafel.
I'm done with this cursed place. Bloody comet, square coins. What? And that fork, Bob.
A super soldier suit.
How's servant?
Sit it out.
Idiot.
Here yesterday.
Greetings. Tells him the elder and the recruiter are coming for you. He was slaughtering pigs at the time, so he takes the pigs on.
Greetings, Geralt.
Greetings, Vess. What news from the Blue Stripes?
They're keeping their eyes open, as always.
Could Henselt himself be behind the assassinations?
You don't think it's possible? Consider the Pontar Valley. Temeria, Kedwin and Edirn have been disputing it for generations. Only now, Temeria and Edirn are kingless.
True. Henselt might profit from the deaths of Foltest and Demavend, but covert assassinations aren't his style.
I suppose you're right. The Kedweni king seems to love a good war. Just take a look around. Perhaps that's his ruse. When the cheese goes missing from the larder, no one thinks of blaming the cat.
We've lost the assassin's trail.
The trail led us here. If it goes no further, the assassins must be in the vicinity. I see two possibilities. Either Henselt hired them, or he's their next target.
We'll find out soon enough. Henselt thinks he'll take Vergen easily.
A regular army will always win against a popular uprising. I know this, Henselt knows it. I don't understand why Saskia doesn't.
Maybe she'd rather die than surrender. Or she has a surprise in store for Henselt.
Possibly. Henselt keeps the precise plans of his campaign a secret.
Why haven't you set up in the Kedweni camp? Information becomes more available the closer you get to the source.
Henselt doesn't trust us and I don't blame him. If not for this damn fog, we'd have moved even further south.
I wanted to thank you. That was a great fight.
The only great fights are those I win.
It's no dishonor to lose to a mutant created for swordsmanship.
If it wasn't a tournament but a battle, we wouldn't be speaking now.
You were better than all the knights of Kedwen put together.
You're very kind.
I'm sincere.
A rare trait. Perhaps I should take advantage of this opportunity.
Since we're being honest, I'd like to have some wine with you.
With pleasure.
I wasn't expecting you to agree. This was your chance to get back at me.
I have no need. In truth, I'm grateful to you.
Interesting.
I was sure you'd go easy on me. Then I'd have told you to bugger off. But since you took me seriously, I have some Toussaint wine in my tent. Could I tempt you?
Lead the way. I learned more about you from that duel than from all our conversations put together.
I'm curious. According to Geralt of Rivia, what is Vess like?
She's ambitious, honorable, and beautiful.
In that order?
What if I say the reverse?
If you think I don't like to hear compliments about my beauty, you're very wrong. I'm a soldier, and it pisses me off when I'm viewed as a pair of tits atop an arse. But I'm also a woman, and like every woman, I have my needs.
In that case, let's drink to your needs.
I fulfill my needs differently.
Then what do you want to drink to?
To us.
I didn't know there was an us.
Better to live a day as a king than a life as a beggar. First we'll drink the wine, then we'll go to bed.
Can we do it the other way round?
He does what?
Puts a pig's eye in his arse. The elder and the recruiter enter, and the mother says, "Son, they've come to take you to war." And he's standing with his back to them, his pants down. He spreads his cheeks and says, "I can see that."
Did they take him?
Not a chance.
Dodge! Wake up!
In the face of possible disaster, they tried to draft entire villages in Baywood. Half the serfs knew beforehand and fled.
Here to spy on us.
Who would I be spying for?
For Henselt, the Death Mold. I heard they hired you.
It just so happens we have common aims. But don't worry, observing Vernon Roach isn't one of them.
In that case, to what do I owe this pleasure?
What news of good old Flotsam?
Thanks to us, it still is good old Temerian Flotsam. If I hadn't sniffed out Laredo's treachery, a Kedweni garrison would be stationed there already. Constable John Natalis has appointed a new commandant to Flotsam. Let's hope he doesn't turn out to be another whore.
You miss your old friend, Yorvith?
If the gods are kind, he'll yet fall into my hands. That said, I wonder what the scoundrel's up to.
You need to be careful. Death Mold can't learn that you're holding a Kedweni spy.
He won't. Don't you worry none.
Death Mold has an excellent net of his own spies.
That spy we caught at Laredo's, Arnold. He's prancing around in the next world.
Did he spill anything interesting?
He was tough, but waterboarding can be incredibly effective. Eventually, he coughed up that Henselt was trying to bring the border towns to a boil.
Henselt's not stupid. He wouldn't want to wage war on two fronts.
That rat Laredo was supposed to stir unrest in Flotsam. Luckily, you rearranged his intestines with your blade.
Any idea what's happening on the other side of the Battle of Spectres?
Well, I expect not much has changed. A bunch of dwarves, elves, and peasants are trying to figure out how to save Edda.
Saskia's an exceptional woman.
But just a woman, nonetheless. Besides, how would you know?
Just a hunch. and there's all the talk. Besides, to assemble an army of elves, dwarves, and humans who fight side by side, you pretty much have to be extraordinary.
You'll not persuade me some woman will defeat Henselt in battle.
You're forgetting one thing. Kedwen's just fighting for a better life. Eddern's fighting for life itself.
Motivation's important, I grant you. But it can't trump knowledge of the art of war. Temeria's my only concern. And I'll be glad to see Henselt's forces tied up here. That's a good thing.
Think he wouldn't stop after conquering Eddern? What if he quickly deals with Saskia and turns his army west?
It's possible, but I hope it won't come to that.
I was wondering what you're actually doing here, Vernon.
The Blue Stripes never want for work, especially in a hotbed like this.
You're not about to tell me, are you? And here I thought we had something special.
I've got my finger on the pulse, and I've not forgotten what I came here for, Geralt.
Foltest's assassin.
Precisely. He's holed up like a rat, and he'll meet a rat's end.
How are things, Vernon?
Quiet. Nothing to talk about, really. Like everybody else, I'm waiting to see how events unfold.
Why not stop waiting and try setting something in motion?
My people are combing the area for Letho, who seems to have vanished. There's nothing else I can do. What are you up to?
Busy as ever. I need to lift the fog of specters, reverse Sabrina's curse, and find out who's behind the plot to assassinate Henselt.
I never thought I'd see you so eager to help Henselt.
Coincidence. Our interests happen to have aligned.
What interest might you have in tracking down this plot?
I get the feeling it's all linked. If I can't get to the bottom of this plot, I'll be unable to lift the curse and never recover my past.
In any case, I wonder who's behind it.
Well, I know where the plotters meet. If you want to learn more, come with me.
That would be a grave error. A captain of the Temerian army shouldn't meddle in the domestic matters of another state.
I thought that's exactly what they pay you to do.
Sorry, Geralt. This time I truly cannot help.
The Count says these are pansies. But we'll have to make do with them. We'll put them out front, let the cavalry run them over. Maybe it'll lose some momentum. So, the battle was on. Terrible losses on the left flank. Their serfs dropped their pikes and ran to the archers.
Working all right, Geralt?
Did they stop? Listen, they picked up the bows and shot it.
That's small.
Hello? Damn it. Salutations.
Fen, keep dropping your guard like that and they'll beat your kisser to a pulp. Who do we have here?
Someone who's worried about your close combat skills.
We practice a few hours every day.
And here I thought practice makes perfect.
Really? Care to show us your skill then, white-haired one?
What are the rules?
Spare our gentlemen's bits for the ladies. Other than that, hit wherever you want. We'll learn something, maybe you'll learn something. Always fucking comes in handy. So, shall we give it a go?
Why not? Who's willing?
I'll try. See if you're as strong in your arms as you are in your gob.
Let's see what my friend Vernon taught you.
Make some room!
Close the distance! Move it! Dodge! Dodge! Wake up!
Got a feeling Fen won't remember much of that fight. With a few more surprises up our sleeves. How about you?
Why not? Who's willing?
Take me on. I fancy learning a few witches' tricks.
Let's see what my friend Vernon taught you.
Make some room!
Keep your guard up. That's more like it. Close the distance!
He's still young. He'll learn. With a few more surprises up our sleeves. How about you?
Why not? Who's willing?
Run out of monsters to slay? Why are you fighting my men?
Just checking to see if you've taught them well.
And?
I'm amazed they're still standing.
You lackeys. Letting yourselves get thrown around like hay bales. Maybe you want to give me a try.
Show me what you got, my striped friend.
You win. Feels like I've been kicked by a mare.
Pleasure getting a few slugs in the mug from you, Witcher. We're always eager to learn. You deserve a prize.
I don't need a reward.
It's no reward, just a sign of gratitude. We drag our asses round the world and collect all sorts of scrap metal. Take something. May it serve you well. See you soon.
Not so fast, Witcher. You'll take me on now. You snitch.
So be it.
What the bloody hell's all this about?
We're just practicing.
Want practice? I'll have you cleaning the canteen with your bare arses. How's that for practice? Back to the camp!
Aye, sir. That doesn't end this. Stop looking for square coins. You've little to gain, and you just might lose your head over it.
So long.
We got our orders. He's preparing to leave the village.
How are you?
And a soldier never leaves to his girl.
Want to practice some more?
When the time comes, practice on your own for now.
Her eyes go wide, and she says, "You're back." What the?
Want to
What are the...
spare? So,
When the...
Something's brewing.
Just be quiet. How goes it, Witcher?
Welcome.
Greetings, Geralt, in these humble foreign walls.
Greetings.
My heart rejoiced to see that dear old noggin of yours emerge from a sea of unknown faces.
You're spending all your time in Roach's camp. Have you two become chums?
Chums? That's a bit rich. But he doesn't piss me off as much as he used to. Either he's changed or I've grown accustomed.
Maybe both.
Maybe. Besides, the camp has loads of other attractions. His men cheat me at cards, and there's a tit or two to hang the gaze upon.
If that's what you're after, there's a regular whorehouse in Henselt's camp.
How can you compare a whore's tits to Vessi's? I could buy myself the others, but hers are just to be admired. I heard you had a bit of fun with this.
Did she tell you?
No. Is there anything to tell?
Ask her. All rested after the boat trip?
No, don't remind me of that. My stomach churns at the very thought.
You could have traveled here on foot.
If I'd known it before days of rocking, I would have. And if they told me I'd be eating dried and salted cod 3 times a day, I'd have clobbered myself with my own hammer before boarding that boat.
You've been around. Heard anything about the Kingslayer?
Just that Henselt is shitting himself for fear that his head is about to be separated from his shoulders. For me, the assassin's hiding out in the ravines. An ideal place for his kind. Anyway, I've been wondering, why the fuck do you care so much about this cunt that you're so ready to stick your neck out to find him?
Letho knows a lot about me. There are certain things probably only he can explain.
But is it worth sticking your neck out to know what was in your head before?
It is to me.
What will you do when you find him?
We'll see when I talk to him, when I learn the truth. Maybe I'll see his point. Maybe I'll just cut off his head. I see you prefer the company of Vernon and his men.
The soldiery in Henselt's camp looks at me like I'm a lump of rotten meat.
You think they suspect you of being a spy?
Who the fuck knows what's in their bloody heads? You know what? I regret I'm not a spy. I feel like the last bloody cunt here. Somewhere nearby, my brethren are sharpening their axes, just waiting for the fog to dissipate so they can blunt them on some kid when he necks.
Everything all right, Geralt?
Why are you running about like a headless chicken?
I want to stock up on provisions.
Seek and ye shall find, as the prophet Leviona would say.
He was a shepherd, had experience in seeking and finding.
You know the good book? That's worthy of praise.
Any discount on account of that?
No.
The prophet Leviona encourages the giving of discounts.
I don't recall that verse.
Oral tradition. And if your neighbor offers you a basket of apples for a ram, say you shall take but half a basket, for 10 more neighbors will come, and 5 of them will offer you 2 baskets of apples for the ram so many covet.
An endless source of wisdom. Browse and choose. Browse and... Browse.
I fought the Nilfgaardians a few years back. Now we met camp.
Greetings.
Welcome an opportunity when it comes.
They say you run a traveling pawn shop. Heard you even have books.
No song, no supper.
Nobody mentioned you speak in proverbs.
A willful man must have his way.
Ah, you're doing this on a bet. How long do you have to go on like this?
Lost time is never again found.
What happens if you lose the bet?
Crows do not pick crows' eyes.
Good luck anyway.
Fortune is easily found, but hard to keep.
I wish you persistence then. Can I see your goods? I'm mainly interested in those books.
Better to ask the way than to go astray. Better to ask the way than to go astray.
Take an interest in things.
Pretty please.
Oh.
Pretty please.
Find a roof somewhere and stay dry. Why are you running about like a headless...
Better to ask...
Aye, there are.
Better to ask...
What's so strange about that? Other lands have slizzards, drowners.
Find a roof somewhere and stay dry.
And they don't trouble
Why are you running about like a headless chicken?
What about building bridges? They're taking tolls in the threat force.
None of that.
At least this one bathes.
Oh, the laundry won't dry.
Haha! Others like my mother.
Hello. Greetings.
Oh, the laundry won't
Greetings.
dry.
Find a roof somewhere and stay dry. Why are you running about like a...
Well, a witcher. Girls, trim yourselves. How can I help you, handsome?
I wanted to talk.
We're no strangers to the art of conversation, but it'll cost you just as much as a good plough.
Sounds all right.
Ask away, then. What would you like to talk about?
Anything interesting going on in the camp?
Soldiers are scared shitless, what with this battle approaching. They'd rather drink themselves silly than let us honest whores make some coin. Is that interesting? I doubt it.
Not raring to fight, are they?
They might have been eager at first, but the longer we sit here, the less lively they become. Fighting's like ploughing. Lust for one, and you lust for the other. Well, how can...
I wanted...
We're...
Sal,
Ask, what would you like?
I wouldn't mind knowing what you think of Henselt.
I'm a madam. What can I know about the king?
I seem to remember that madams and innkeepers know everything.
He used to come here to plough, to develop a camaraderie with the fighting men like, but that was just a phase. Most likely only ploughs sweet smelling ladies now.
Find it.
Well, how can
I want...
We're...
Sal,
Ask, what would you like?
heard of the Virgin of Edirn?
Hasn't everyone?
Any thoughts?
Oh yes, a maturing woman like that never been ploughed. Her head's bound to be muddled. We'll have peace when she drops her sword to grab a nice healthy prick instead.
Find a reef somewhere.
Well, how can...
Want to roll a few rounds of dice poker?
Shall we play? You've cleaned me out.
Anyone else I can fleece around here?
Lesotho, the quartermaster's helper. He plays dice.
Find a reef somewhere and stay dry. Why are you running about like a headless chicken?
Are you Leva?
If you've got a growth of some sort and you're here for the salve, get in line.
Nothing of the sort this time. You were here during Henselt's previous expedition.
What of it?
I have some questions.
Be quick. Half of Henselt's nobility's waiting for this salve. They've all started pissing blood out of longing for the spouses they left at home.
The ravines around the camp, they don't look like they were shaped by nature.
They're proof of the great power sorceresses can summon. Sabrina's fireballs scarred the ground for many miles around the battlefield.
I'm interested in that tower.
It's the remnant of a manor sacked long ago. They call it the Tower of Debauchery, since Madame Carol made camp at its foot.
Did many soldiers survive the battle 3 years ago?
But a handful. The rest were just vaporized. Those who could walk dragged those who couldn't. All the survivors were horribly burned. 3 years back it was the home of Malgat, a healer, and his family. While he helped us tend the wounded, someone murdered his children. Malgat couldn't come to terms with the tragedy and threw himself into the river. The children were buried behind the house. Their graves should still be there.
I'll let you get back to treating all those brave fighting men.
I see you finally decided to relax. Have I ever told you I think you lead a very unhealthy life?
You've mentioned it.
Evidently not enough for you to take it to heart. Anyway, the whores are quite decent here.
Maybe some other time.
You worry me.
I wonder what Sheila's doing in Henselt's camp.
You're not alone, because she's wondering what you're doing at the king's side.
How do you know?
She asked me about you.
What did she want to know?
I have no idea. I realized right off she was sniffing, and told her she could smell my fingers if she wanted. But that'd be all she'd get.
And she gave up.
Mm-hmm. See how careful I am?
Have you tried to, approach Vess?
I've thought about it. On the one hand, I've never rogered a soldier, but on the other, the clean clang of steel against steel at an intimate moment could put off even the most attentive lover. Why do you ask?
I just like to know.
I heard you dueled each other.
You heard right.
You came out on top in the arena. Maybe you should try her in another setting.
Could be interesting, I guess.
Really? You slept with her?
Mm-hmm.
And how was she? Spill it!
Well, there was no cling-clang of steel. Heard anything about Letho?
They say he's hiding in the ravines. He's not alone.
I know.
I fail to comprehend exactly why you have it in for him. He escaped, so what? You're no king, and as such are hardly in danger.
Letho knows a lot about me. There are certain things that probably only he can explain.
I'm not so certain you really want to know them.
We'll see.
Let's say you catch him. What then?
I'll decide once I've heard him out, learned the truth. Maybe I'll see his point, or maybe I'll just cut off his head. Henselt's camp is abuzz with rumors about the events 3 years ago.
When you burn a sorceress at the stake, rumors spread faster than the seed of a lascivious baron.
I know you primarily value sorceresses for their firm busts, but I'm curious. What do you think of Sabrina Glevisig?
Sorceresses complain about feeling underappreciated, persecuted even. But let me tell you, Geralt, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. If they didn't meddle, they wouldn't be burned at the stake. They keep whining about the horrors that took place on Thanet Island, about the order of the world being destroyed. But let me ask you, who brought that about if not them and their scheming?
My memories and feelings seem inextricably linked. I seem to be recovering both. I believe Yennefer's alive, and I'll eventually find her.
Triss? Yennefer? That's some life you lead, my friend.
First off, we have no idea if Yennefer's still alive. Second, we have no idea if Triss is alive.
True. You seem to have 2 women, when in fact, you don't even have one.
Their kind doesn't die easily. I'll find Triss as soon as I've dealt with the assassin.
What about Yennefer?
I won't know what to do about her until I see her.
Find a root somewhere and stay dry. Why are you running about like a headless chicken? Find a root somewhere and stay dry. Why are you running about like
Not another fucking stone.
So?
I'd like to play dice.
Wanna play right now? You won. Do you want coin or something special?
I'd prefer something besides gold. I see you've got quite a bit of armor.
If that's your wish, I can offer you a number of armor designs, specifically for studded, tempered, or supple leather armor.
I'll take the design for tempered armor.
Didn't expect you'd want that, but here it is.
Still a bit scared of going again.
We'll have to sit it out like hens on their eggs until this mist lifts.
Hello?
Guards!
Oh, wait.
We'll have to sit it out like hens on their...
We've not dealt with them.
The plotters. I know where they meet.
I knew I could count on you.
Is that enough for you then?
One can tell a real man not by how he begins, but by how he finishes.
What else do you want from me?
I shall give you 4 of my men who'll be near at hand and provide backup if something goes awry. They'll stay out of sight until summoned. Bring me one of the plotters alive. I have many questions. I must know who's behind all this.
Still looking for coins.
What else am I to do? This mist's driving me crazy.